Well, let's see if anybody's not watching soccer today. Is the soccer, Smiley, are they playing soccer today or what? Or not Americans? Do you know, Smiley?
No, they're not. No,
they're not playing?
They aren't playing, I think, until Tuesday.
Really? Nobody is, or just not the Americans?
Oh, no, not the U.S. team.
I see. Oh, so people watching soccer or football.
The football.
Football. Who's watching soccer? Who's watching football? Sonia. Hiya, Sonia. I think I'm getting more and more people know about our services because I'm getting more and more complaints that people, I can't get the money. I get more money. You know, and so that's why I want to spend a little time. Hiya, Donna Butler is here. Wonderful. We go back, way back. That's amazing. That's probably 2 wives ago. See, my Wendy's here. She's probably gonna sick of hearing all that old jokes. That's probably with old people. I really need this help bad. Nicole, great. Now I found a good thing I want to share with you guys. And it's really somebody had dinner with me last night, an old friend of my wife's, who, you know, they're like friends for 30 years old. And she does wonderful work and educated me about government program. So I'm going to give you info on this government program that I learned about on dinner. They even bought the dinner. I got free dinner and free information. That's how I've been running my businesses for a long time. So yeah, remember my parents, my dad was a garment factory. We manufactured baby clothes. And I used to say, my father will never understand my business, because he does, typical businessman in the 40s, 50s, or whatever. Good morning, Frederick. You must be West Coast because it's like 1:30 here. My name is Wendy too. Oh, Wendy too, but it says Lance using my husband's account. Okay, Wendy. Yeah, well, I call her Smiley. I don't know. In the other apartment, you see that Smiley sign behind me. I wrote Snyder. Oh, yeah, I think I did a lot. I need lots of help. Yeah, you popped up on Lesko Help a lot, Snyder. And I think, what good home-based work do you have? A good one, also a good investment in cannabis stock. I wouldn't fool about investing. If you're worried about making money, don't invest in stock market or anything else. You got to invest in yourself about how to make money. Do that first and then worry about, when you have extra money, not your worry about, then you worry about investment. But if you're not making, if you're not creative income to live on yet, then don't screw around with that other stuff. I mean, I can't tell anybody else what to do, and I'm wrong a lot of times. So, don't trust me, but that's my feeling. I want to start a publishing company. Well, you start it with nothing. You don't need money to start. I'm going to do a seminar soon on what do you do when you don't find a grant for your business? Because you may or may not get it, and that's it. So what do you do? There's 100,000 ways to also start your business without any grant money. How do you go about applying for funding to start over? You just you start over and find what programs you may or may not be able to use, and that's what it is. And the first thing to do, anything you're starting over, try to find income. If you don't have any income coming in, that's the first thing you do. How do you do income? And as a member, I'll show you a report, this free course you could take about how to generate income on the internet. It costs you nothing. The training costs you nothing. And within hours, you could be signing up on websites that just throw money at you and it costs you nothing. That's the important thing. Everybody out there, you can't trust Google, unfortunately, until you know exactly what the heck you're doing. And most of us don't. We're all guessing. I'm still guessing, so don't trust me either. This is Brenda Ware. Hiya, Brenda Ware. Is that like underwear, but Brenda Ware? I look like, I think I'm going to start with Lesko Ware. See, how do you like this start? Studio. I got 2 other ones coming. And I found my original tailor. The other suits are a little big. Let me show you some suits. I think I have them right here. Here's some of my new question mark suits. See the hearts. I know that's a purple and a black with multi-colors, but hearts. They don't bang out enough for me. I want things to scream at you. No. So you'll see me in more of those recently soon. But let's go on the data at hand, okay? And it's about 60 days, okay? See the title there. Good evening from San Diego. Wonderful. Sonia Sanchez. I remember it. Your info on grants at the Library of San Diego, California. Good. What is the info I can utilize at the library? There's 2 databases. Let me talk about that later. Bring it up again, Sonia. But here is something I want to know about. Everybody, there's 2 things. I know I have a lot of subscribers that are on SSI, disability insurance and stuff like that, where, you get, like, if you can't work or something like that, you have a disability, you get, like $700 a month or more, to live on. It's not a whole lot, but you could also earn, I think, at least a woman last night was telling me, who is a consultant on this, you can make up to like $1,900 a month extra. And so that's why using these internet programs that I could point you to is a way to do that. But let's see, there's 2 things about what I want to do is tell you about a program that people will fill out government applications for you. This is another computer. The website is called SOAR, SOAR Works, SOAR Works, SOAR Works, and that's, oh gosh, look out. I touched something. SOAR Works. Oh, now I got to see. SOAR Works, and here's the address, soarworks.prainc.com. Oh, I put the wrong thing up on the other thing. SOAR Works, it's not soarworks.com. I did something wrong on Facebook, so I'll change that later. But it's SOAR Works, SOARWORKS, and then .prainc.com. I'll type it in the message board, SOARWORKS dot, and then it's prainc.com. Okay, I'll type it here too, so you see that here. www.soaworks.prainc.com. Okay, now it's only for applying for SSI. And see, what Social Security Disability does is hire people. They pay these people money to sit down with you to fill out the forms. See, everybody says forms are very complicated. Some are, but very few are. And see, when they're complicated, there's even a service that the government pays for to help you fill out the form. That's amazing. So if you're on SSI, you know somebody that maybe should get disability insurance or whatever, that kind of funding, you should know about these things. You should know about what's available. This SOAR works. So anybody you feel, now here's who they help. They help, okay, it's an outreach, access, and recovery. That's what SOAR stands for. SSI, Outreach, Access, and Recovery, is funded by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration and is a national program to increase access to disability income benefit programs administered by the Social Security Administration, okay? And so that's why the Social Security Administration, who gives you money to live on when you're in disability, it's eligible for children and adults who are experiencing risk of homelessness. So that means, you can't work or whatever, so you may be homeless someday. Okay, so that's why the SSI, and have a serious mental issue, medical impairment, or a co-occurring substance abuse disorder. So you're suffering from substance abuse, a mental illness, or a medical impairment, okay? And adults and children can get this free help, okay? And so you go to this website, SOARWORKS.prainc.com, okay? And then what you do is you put where is your state, and you go to that state by state listing they have there, click on your state, and there's a local nonprofit that gets government money to help you go through all that paperwork. See, they're not just going to give you $700 a month forever. And actually, she was telling me how they got $17,000 in back payments for somebody. So they fight with you, fight the system for you. And see, what's so weird about the government is that they're paying somebody to fight them. Yeah. So you imagine General Motors screws you up on a car or whatever, and General Motors will pay for your lawyer to sue them. Yeah, that's what this is. They're paying for these people to fill out all the forms for you, or even fight them to get what you deserve. You know, I mean, America's great. You know, if you look at the right places, you can find a lot of bad stuff too. But to me, there's a lot of good stuff. And people get stuck on the bad stuff, so they forget, it's all bad. That's stupid. That's like saying everybody's all bad. Well, maybe there's some are. But most of us have good and bad, inside of us. And that's what I'm on to show. So if you know somebody that's really struggling in life, and may be eligible for, SSI Disability. So this is something, you send them that website, because now you have to, hey, here's somebody, because they're going to call up Social Security, hey, how do I do that? And they'll be lost in the jungle, and particularly if they're weak or whatever, they're suffering from they don't have the wherewithal to fight these bureaucracies to get what the hell you need. Do you still offer this information in books? No, Laura, it's all online. And Lesko Help is where it is now. And here is where I really help, like things like that, anything. All my expertise is really funneled through this. Lesko, free.lesko.com, Lesko Help. And that's a Facebook group. It's a closed Facebook group. And then so you get access for $20 a month. And then I'll be there for 20 more years, just helping people like this, finding new programs, sharing them with you, or whatever. Now, a couple things about my work that people don't realize. Other stuff, I send you reports all the time, whatever, and the links could be out of date. Yes, everything I do, as soon as it's printed, it's out of date. And I can't keep it all up to date, because then I'll have to charge you thousands of dollars. I used to do that. When I worked for rich people. I don't want to work for rich people anymore. They'll pay tens of thousands of dollars for this. I want to help the average person and have it as cheap as possible. Yes, Laura, it is interactive. Lesko Help. You just go there, sign up, and then log into Lesko Help, and you get approved, and then you just leave me questions, and I answer them and give you the website you need to where to get help for your problem. Everything is changing all the time. So for me to keep up to date on everything, I'd have to charge too much, and I don't want that kind of service. I want to be the $20 guy, not the $2,000 guy. There's enough of the $2,000 guys out there, and that doesn't interest me at all. So the next 20 years, I'm going to be the $20 guy showing you how to get $1 million. Well, no, but it's really how to use resources in life that are there, whether you use them or not, and that's what I'm really trying to do for everybody, because it bothers me that I walk down and all these fat cats are using this. I mean, Trump himself, he's a billionaire, because of government programs, and then he starts a university that rips people off on learning about government programs. He had to give all the money back. Like, it was a scam that the university had. He had to give $25 million back to people who signed up. He was charged $30,000. See, I don't want to be that guy to teach you about. You can join Lesko Help for $20, and I'll show you a step-by-step, two-step course on how to find all the government programs to buy property or fix up property. Now, you got to do some work. It takes work on you, bro, your part, and that's what I do too, is teach you how to live in this society now, because we can't just go on Google and find out what the hell you want, and then even, I'm not going to send you a perfect, these are leads. In other words, it's like dating, it's like getting a job, like anything else. There's no one saying, hey, yeah, I got a cousin who wants to marry you. No, who the hell knows? They may be available, they may not. You got to figure it out. There may be a match, maybe, and that's what life is. And you have to sign up to live. You don't sign up to not live. You sign up to live and present options to you. or possibilities. And that's all I have is possibilities. I don't know if they're all real programs, but whether you will get the money, that's just a possibility. There's no guarantee. Start a t-shirt company with my own art. You could do that now with nothing, because there's people on the internet, I forget their names. If you put, 3D printing now, t-shirts, I mean, they will print the shirt for you, send in the artwork, you send them, you have to get customers like anybody. You don't need money to start a t-shirt business. If you're a member, I'll send you some of that. I've interviewed some of these people. What they do is they take your artwork and they put it on their site, and if everybody buys it, then they split the money with you. And then you could start a t-shirt store on their site. And there's other sites like this that will do that, and it costs nothing. The whole trick is you could put it on Etsy, right? And you could go there and see, but you could get them printed only if you get a sale. So, I mean, don't print 1,000 of them. Yeah, just only when you sale, get printed, and it's printed right away and sent out, and you split the money. See, so you don't have to have inventory. You don't have to have all this kind of stuff. So there's other ways. So you could sit there and say, oh, I need $100,000 to start a business company. Sure, our t-shirt company. Yeah, sure. But there's another way to do it. So why go out and struggle and try to find that when what you really want to know, if you could find a customer, because if you get all the money in the world, to start a t-shirt business company, you still have to get a customer, and that's the key. So you're going to spend 6 months trying to get a grant, for $50,000, $100,000, whatever. You still don't know if your business is successful. You have a customer. So what you do the reverse. You go out and try to find a customer in something that is free. And if you spend money trying to get customers, then that's another trap. That's a bad trap. Unless you have money to piss away and you'll live fine without it. But if you don't, no, you can't do that, because you're going to spend more money trying to get the money to advertise, and you don't even know you got a good business yet. And you don't have to do that. There's other ways to do that. Can I get a grant to extend my membership? No, Warren, a good idea. But what you can do, get a grant, pay for something else, like your prescription drugs you're taking or whatever, show you how to get that for free, and then extend the membership. So that's a good thinking. I like that. I barely get to use it because I don't always have access to a computer. I'm sorry. I mean, don't forget, you can do it on a phone or anyway, or just just pile up, get all the free reports, and I think I'm going to provide a list to members of about the 12 free reports that are available right now. Everything from paying emergency bills to dental work and all the stuff that I really have off the shelf I could give you. You just have to ask me for them. So that list will be around soon on the membership site. And so you just ask me which ones you want. I don't doubt it, Laura. Get you a bank account. Let's say, do you have links? You have no links. Do you do mentoring yourself? Because the mentor appointments never happen on a scheduled day. Well, Cindy, I don't know where you are. If you're at Lesko.com, I think the problem is, and I'm getting rid of this soon, if you go to Lesko.com, that's an old system. And we had a different thing, and I haven't really used that in 6 months. I've been trying. I really haven't been selling anything well for about 10 years now, but now I have. And what is working best, at least for customers, is the Lesko, the closed Facebook group. So everything will be provided there at the closed Facebook group. Yes, you're right. Libraries have, and actually there's a lot of libraries, I know, like New York City and Brooklyn, and those libraries give you a card, a Wi-Fi card. So there's other libraries around that give you a Wi-Fi card at home to take home, so you have free Wi-Fi at home. And you could get a computer for $100, to just get on Wi-Fi, and that's all you need. You just get anything that has access to the internet. You don't need anything more than that. And don't worry about that. You really like it? Well, thank you, Zoo. No, I used to have question marks, and I have those too. But I'm starting to wear this because it's important to me. I think that I used to think question marks are the most important thing because answers everything. You go to Google and you get a million answers to anything, and that's the problem. So you have to ask the right question. Like you never ask for a grant. That's a stupid question because if you want free money, that's a very small percentage of free money. So that's why I felt questions are important. But now, after wearing question mark suits for 15 years, 20 years, I don't even know what the hell it is, I feel your heart is more important. What your heart has to be in things to make it happen. I started a travel agency and need help promoting it. Right? No, that's right. But don't take money to promote it because you'll just waste money. You have to be creative ways. And by the way, there's anybody could have a travel agency right now by booking hotels. There's a website, I forget the name of it. I could send it to you later. That you get 10% on all your bookings, in a hotel. So, and if you go to Travelocity or that you sign up for free, the customer will pay the same, but you get 10%. So that's it. Now you have to find customers. Yes, that's the key to any business. It's not making the product. It's not being an LLC. It's not bullshit on all that stuff. You find a customer. Do nothing else except how you're going to find a customer and do it without spending money. That's what I do. Why do you see me here now? I used to spend millions of dollars on advertising on TV because I knew it worked. Yeah, it works. Now I don't know what the hell works. So here I could go on and talk to them. You're not millions, you make 50, 100, but that's enough to get feedback. And so I do this for free. This is my marketing. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you. Sonia, I love your coat. Oh, good. That's what I want to be. Did you see the other ones, Sonia? The darker ones? There was a purple with yellow and black and multi, whatever. Provided free. Okay, here are the websites at the internet on the. They are really for grants from foundations. There's two kinds of grants. By nonprofit organizations that give out grants to individuals and or other nonprofits and things like that. And Sonia, so you saw the other two jackets, Sonia? Okay. And so that's the other thing. And then government grants. So I specialize in government grants, okay? But I'll show you where the database is for those. And there's two databases. One is called the Foundation Center, and the other one is called GuideStar. They're very expensive databases. They'll charge you thousands of dollars a year. Yes, they are. Thank you, Sonia. But GuideStar you can do at home. Right now, you can go to guidestar.com and look up like all the people in your state, and that's where I would start. If you're looking for grants from nonprofit organizations, and see, these are small individuals too. There may be big foundations like Ford Foundation, or it could just be some fat cat in the suburbs who has an extra $1 million they're trying to get away. So you start looking, okay, what are they looking to solve? What kind of problem? And how do you solve that problem? How are those properly spelled? Foundation Center directory. I'm sure that will come up very easily. GuideStar, G-U-I-D-E, okay, G-U-I-D-E-S-T-A-R, and I think that's .com because they sell their information. But the database that's free is not all the information. It's a lot that really gets you down the road, I think, though. GuideStar and Foundation. But a lot of public libraries and you can call the Foundation Center and find out what libraries near you have their database. And then you could go there, and a lot of these libraries have special librarians that will help you. Call your librarian, your reference librarian. You're looking for money, looking for help. It'll cost you nothing but 10, 15 minutes on the phone with some reference librarian. Say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for organizations that maybe do this. The worst could happen is you get nothing. You have nothing now. So you have nowhere to go but up. Yeah. And so that's why I remember, and I've been wondering, do you provide personal reports in the Facebook group? It depends. I have a lot of it. The three big reports I have is the state one-stop, all the programs to start a business and where you live, and all the programs for real estate where you live. Those three I do charge, and they're like $50, $60, $70, each. But there's enough. What I have then in One Stop is show you how to do that. Any free courses? Yes. and that's easy. I mean, most local small business development centers have free courses to start businesses, run businesses. It depends on where you are. So if your county it doesn't have that, go to the next county. So who cares if you have to drive, a half hour or even an hour to take a free course on what the hell you need. And here's another neat thing too to get free help in starting is meetups, MEETUPS. I went to one last night. or the night before? Is there a one-time price? For me, it's $20 a month, and you could quit anytime. Yeah, there's no commitment. It's a day-by-day, a month-by-month marriage. So you renew your vows every month. You want to still hang in this relationship. Nikki, Gramp, I haven't seen you in a while. Nikki, I guess it's hot all over the country. I'm in Washington, D.C., downtown Washington, D.C. I went for my, like 6-mile walk run, I call it. It's mostly walking at my age because I'm suffering through pains. But I was not bicycling as much anymore, but doing 6 miles, walking. And boy, it was hot out there. It's fun, man. You've been busy working. Yes, Nikki, every day of my life. I can't think of anything more better. That's stupid. Anything better to do my life, except find something for you that could solve your problem. Because if I could find that, man, that's a wonderful feeling in life. To help somebody else. It's like loving somebody else. You give them love, and it enhances their life, and because it enhances their life, you feel great about it, right? And that's why the secret about giving is it's very selfish. Giving is very selfish because it makes you feel so good. This whole country is based on being greedy, and not selfish, and so you pile up a bunch of shit down the basement or in your bank account, but it doesn't really feel good after a while. Maybe it feels good in the pecking order and whatever. I don't know what everybody really works for anymore. How do I set up a one-on-one with you to help find Grant? Okay, my one-on-one service is and talk lesko.com/talk there, and actually I just started that maybe about a year ago, and I have look at the reviews there. I got 100 people, man, that just say somehow. I mean, I'm still the kid who flunked English in college, been thrown out of, and been flunked out of high schools even, and so I didn't have much going on, and to hear what people say about what I'm able to do, I mean, it astounds me every time I get a review like that. The reports that you were talking about earlier. Let's see. Those reports. Yeah, they're at free.lesko.com/store. Okay, all the reports are there. free.lesko.com/store. Okay, that's the reports are, and there's 3 ones. So one that shows you all the programs available where you live to start or expand any business. And these reports are hundreds and hundreds of pages of all sources and websites, that are accessible where you live. Because most of the stuff is at the local level. Then I have one on housing and real estate. Okay, that's like $60. The others are $70, $80 for that. And the third one is the one-stop. This is all the programs at the state level, in your state. So I've worked on these for for about 2-3 years now, so I really have that collection to send you. And then again, there'll be links that are out, but I have videos in there what to do, because if that was there before, it'll be there again, just in another reiteration. And to me, the biggest problem is that you have to know what to ask for, and that's what most of us don't know. What the hell ask for? And that's what, that's why I used to wear the question mark suit. But even once you know to ask for it, to make it happen, you got to have heart. Because it's not for the faint of heart. Everybody wants to be easy. Salesmen like me want to tell you, oh, it's real easy. No, life is not real easy. It's fucking brutal. My wife's aunt, I spoke to her about 95, real sweet woman, and had a wonderful life and pretty well to do. And she was so happy when I saw this nursing home about the flowers and the trees. Everybody was so happy. I said, God, how do you stay happy everything? With life, God doesn't get you down. And she looked me straight in the eye at 95 years old and said, yes, life is brutal. I said, Okay, now I heard it from the boss. It's not just me. Somebody in 95, even though I'm getting close to that, that they don't, yeah, it was maybe 15 years ago or so. So it is tough, yeah. And that's why I think it's being, more open-hearted, so you're more respectful of other people's struggles, because we're all struggling, and there's no magic way out of this. The magic way out of this is just, I guess, dying. That happens to all of us. So what the hell? So that's why I think the only way to get through all this brutal nonsense that we have to get through is by having fun doing it. So if you're not having fun, it's going to be worse. So how do you start having fun? And actually, I'm going to do something a little more on this later. It is another time. I was thinking, I was out with my run walk, or whatever I call it now, my 6 miler, and I go from our apartments. See, you hear that? Apartments, plural. We have 2 in this building. Down to the where Lincoln sits in the Lincoln Memorial. So back there, it's a 3 miles down, 3 miles back. And I'm thinking, what the best investment, I was thinking, is for all of us in life? The best thing you could invest in, to help your future as much as you can. Everybody say, "Oh, invest in real estate, invest in stock." All these, everybody has the, hey, you get, no, I don't give 60 days free. That's a service. You missed the beginning of this. And is your health. I'm 76. I'm healthy. I could always go and make an easy living in the gig economy, delivering pizzas or something, whenever the hell I want to. So if you have good health, and you can always contribute your services, your whatever. If you have terrible health and can't do anything, then you can't contribute to society. Most of our society, at least live in a capitalist society, they pay you money if you're providing something for somebody else. So that's why I think if you take care of yourself in a healthy way more, then you have a better long-term way to continue making money by using yourself. Yeah. You get fat and diabetes, you can't move, you can't do anything, then you can contribute. So if you keep yourself healthy and you're able to contribute, I think that's the best of it. Start with that investment first in you and your health, because then that gives you better mental health to make decisions correctly and everything. So I think there's no better investment for most of us to do. It is to invest in trying to be healthy. Whether that's perseverance, it's hard as shit. I was a short, fat kid. Growing up, I still fight weight every day of my life. And it's a struggle. Every day I have to fight it. And this is why I started exercising. I started in my mid-20s, so I'm still 30 pounds heavier until I started running 5-6 miles every day. Nothing else would keep it. So you have to find what works for you. Things work different for everybody else. Just like investments, just like medicine. I mean, I was reading data the other day, and I want to talk about this again too, that the top 10 drugs that we give out, 60-some% of the people who take them, they don't work. 60%, like 2/3. And we keep selling these drugs, and everybody thinks we have to take them. They don't work on 60% of the people. It's, and I say wait drugs as much as possible. That just creates other problems that you don't know. So how do you stay healthy? That's the most important thing, I think, for any of us for long-term, financial security, is staying healthy, right? But if you get really sick somehow, then that's where you get the 60 days of free help to fill out the government forms to get money to live on, because you can't do anything. And that's what that's for, is the 60 days of help. Veronica, yes, my father, every time we ask for something, he'll say, you got everything, you're healthy. That's right. And you start learning how to make money. And that's why, to me, what's wonderful about the new gig economy, and that's why members, I have this report that's free. It'll be $20 for anybody else, but I have it right now for members for free. It shows you all the ways to start making money with no cost, free training on how to make money in the gig economy, whether it's driving for Uber or, you have a bicycle and that you don't use, and how to make $20 a day or $200 a month on that bicycle. I mean, there's just so many ways. Yeah, how to speak, make like $15, $25 an hour speaking to people in China who want someone to speak English to them. Yeah, and that's all you're there to do. You don't have to be a teacher or nothing. Yeah. And these are the ways that we're making money now. You know, a guy I was reading about, he makes $40,000, $50,000 putting together IKEA stuff for people. But see, there's platforms that take care of all that. You know, like Airbnb, this before we moved back in, my wife had this apartment for 30, 40 years. And we used to put on Airbnb and we did nothing. You know, photographer came, took pictures, put on Airbnb. Millions of people come on Airbnb looking for a place to stay. They stay, and we made tons of money doing nothing. And they took care of everything. The platforms are uncomplicating life. That's why it's easier to be self-employed. You know, and more people are working that way because it now represents almost 30% of our economy, sometimes up to 35%, depending on the data you look at, of how many people are making money in the gig economy, 35%. So, listen, I'm going to pause. I'm a member and need your help. Do you have any grant information for Miami-Dade County, Florida? I'm doing my research, speaking to local and state agencies. Good. I'm not going. Well, depends on what you want to do, Snyder. I think I saw your name on the club, and I think I didn't. Did I send you the wrong? You know, I sent you for like Tampa instead of Miami. But I think I have a reports I could probably send you for housing and or business for Miami area, and it's beating on people. I mean, it's not for the faint at heart. They say no, and that's why I have these videos telling you have to ask, well, where else? Whenever you contact an agency or somebody that I or somebody else gave you, that you don't, you know, if they don't give you information, what you have to do, the way you get stuff, is say, well, then where else do you suggest? Because you're doing this for the first time. You don't know. They're in this business forever. You know? So they're more likely to know other potential sources. And it's a numbers game. It's sort of like getting a date, getting a job. It's no different. This person leads to something else, to something else, to something else, to something else. And you have to keep following your nose. It's Sherlock Holmes, okay? So, okay, the things I talked about today, let me give you those websites again. One is that the 60 days of free grant writing help for personal grants, and that's just for disability insurance, okay? And that services SOAR works, and then PRAINC.com, okay? That's that one for 60 days free grant writing. Grant, okay. Then the other ones were mine. I talked about one the free.lesko.com/Lesko help. You want to join us there, and that's where I help you for the rest of my life now. You got me put in your will, or I put you in my will, one of those two. And then free.lesko.com store, that's where all the reports for sale, and that's to join the club, and all reports for sale. And then, oh, I see, the one-on-one talk, yeah, lesko.com/talk. That's where those 100 reviews are of people that I've talked to, and I'm surprised how I'm able to show them ways to get things done, you know, when you don't have money to do it. And that's what I really want to do, because I think that is truly possible. I start all my businesses with no money. You don't need money. You just can't believe what people are telling you. But we like to think experts don't. No, maybe they. Well, here, if drugs, 67% of the drugs aren't working for people that they said they're working for, that must be a clue. It may or may not is really what the answer is. So you try it, doesn't work. And that's why the biggest sin is trying it and spending money trying it when you don't know it's going to work anyway. So don't spend any money on it. Unless you have a shitload of money and you don't care. And that's a cheap way to find out, because you have a lot of money and no time. If you don't have any money, you're just going to get worser by spending money trying to find out what's right for you. Take care.